Hi, everybody. It is Saturday, April 6th. Been working around the house all morning. I've been out in the backyard with the boys, all three of them. They're getting better every day together. Marcello's still nervous, kind of still wondering who the squirt is that's invaded his space, but he's getting better. But Rosanna was like all over him. He just lays there and the puppy climbs on top of him, and it's fun to watch. They go crazy, but just so much stuff to do, and it's beautiful out today. And we had rain yesterday, but today it's a gorgeous day. So I'm gonna just kind of focus on the rest of the day of just taking care of things around the house. I have a lot of stuff to get done. Let's see, Maureen. She's doing okay. I just made her breakfast, and she's in bed. Just trying to, take it as easy as possible. I'm going to take her in today and she wants to get her hair done. So her friend Scott, who does her hair, is all set up for her. And I'll take her over and drop her off. And then I'm going to go to Home Depot and pick up some things I need there for working around the house. But I thought I would play I've been spending so much time with Lyle. I thought I'd do a little bit more Lyle. And I'm going to start this one. This is from a live show. I believe this was from our show in Beverly Hills at the Saban Theater, I think is where we played. And it starts off with a story, and rather than me telling it, I'm just going to let Lyle tell it like he does in the show, and then I'll go ahead and play the song. But I love working with this guy. I mean, we've been together since 1988, and when I really dig deep into his songs, and he's got an extensive catalog, and it's just so thought-provoking and creative and fascinating to me. I really enjoy having this be an aspect of my musical life. Set up a date to do work on Larry Basilio's next album, The Fabulous Brazilian Guitarist. I'm looking forward to that in May. And we've got our gig coming up with the immediate family. Oops, make sure this doesn't. We've got a gig coming up in Savannah, Georgia on the 25th and 6th, I believe, of this month. And that's going to be great because Denny Tedesco is going to be there, and he's going to screen the film. And we'll do a Q&A. And then the next day, we're doing some master classes and a concert. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And there was something else I was thinking of. Haven't even addressed it. It was so funny. I was at the supermarket yesterday, and the manager had kind of a medical emergency, and I saw an ambulance there and stuff, and I saw them putting a blood pressure thing on him and all that, and the police were there, and I look in the police car, and it's the policeman who I was with last Saturday night when the truck got hit. So I was asking him when the police report would be in. He said probably beginning of the week, so then I can start looking into see if this girl had any insurance and all that stuff. It's just, it's a pain in the ass, but it has to be dealt with. But at least I can drive the truck. It runs. It just is what it is. But let's go ahead and enjoy just a little bit of Lyle Lovett here today. Makes for a nice weekend. So this is going to be him telling the story about this song.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I never really thought about my age, and certainly didn't worry about it until the day my children were born, and then I started doing the math, and I realized what a bad idea that was. One of there was just I just had no idea. I just had no idea. I always thought I wanted to be a dad. I always thought it'd be fulfilling and gratifying and those sorts of things. I had no idea just how much fun it would be, and that's just true. There's so many things that there's so many wonderful parts of it for me that I just never expected. We didn't go to school at all during the pandemic. It was just the four of us and every day. And so we started off this last year in a pre-K class, and something I just didn't expect how much I would enjoy taking my children to school and picking them up from school and seeing how delighted they were to play with their friends. What I just didn't expect to get to know their classmates and to get to know their classmates' parents. What a wonderful thing that is. But parents of one of my two, one of their classmates, are here tonight from Texas. Rachel Tarshis and Zach Tarshis, thank you for being so kind to my children, and thank you for giving me and April a chance to get to know your Caleb and your Jude. It's watching children play together gives you hope for the whole place. My family's been in Texas since the 1850s, both sides of the family. My great-great-grandfather, William Lovett was his name, moved to San Jacinto County in Texas in 1850. San Jacinto County is in the piney woods of East Texas, and it's a big forest. It goes all the way up to Arkansas, and there are national forests there. Our family place is right in the foot of the Sam Houston National Forest, and we have a little cemetery, family cemetery right there in a little clearing. That was always a focal point of the family growing up. It was what kept the family together because of cemetery business, because of maintenance issues. There were always things to discuss, like eligibility. It's a big topic, You had to be descended by blood from Lovett, and here's the tricky part, or currently married to Lovett, and not all the Lovetts have just been married once, There was a couple of years ago, there was a little parcel of land that came available for sale, just 2 acres right across the road from our cemetery, and I spoke up and thought the cemetery should buy those 2 acres for the people who weren't quite eligible to be buried in the real cemetery. No, that table is taken, but we have this one across the road. She'll just come this way. Nobody agreed with me. When my dad's generation was in charge of taking care of the cemetery, we'd go up there every 2 or 3 weeks because my dad and his siblings and cousins and uncles all did the mowing. They did the work themselves, and it was always an occasion I looked forward to because I'd get to play with my cousins. I'd get to run out in the woods. There's a little creek that ran by the cemetery that we just jump into and pretend to try to jump over, but really just try to get as muddy and dirty as we possibly could. We'd come back in just in time for a covered dish picnic that our moms would fix. The cemetery was a joyful place. Now that my generation is in charge of taking care of the cemetery, we hire out the mowing, but we reenact that picnic every year. And now I get to see my children play with their cousins and go out in those woods and slide down the bank of that little creek. The creek was really just a tributary to the main creek. All the old timers in the family always called it the branch.
This is called 12th of June. Jim Cox on piano.
Before spring turned into summer, after night turned into day, they were born a Monday morning, in the days just after May, in the days just after May. together, and all our fathers long before. There are those who walk above us, who'll remember that we were. They will remember that we were. And to these beautiful two children, and to my sweet and tender wife, I will love you free forever, though I fly beyond this life, though I fly beyond this life. And my precious, precious son, play for me a happy tune, and know of all the days I love best the month of June. And I'm precious, precious son, when they lay me lie tune, I know of all the days I love, and there are so many days I've loved. Oh, all the days I love best the month of June. I love best the month of June.
I'll do that another time. Oh, let's do If I Had a Boat.
If I had a boat, I'd go out on the ocean. And if I had a pony, I'd ride it on my own. And we could all together go out on the ocean. I said, meet up on my pony, on my boat. And if I were Roy Rogers, I'd draw up a spangle. I couldn't bring myself to marry
Thank you very much.
If I had a boat. The fun thing with his kids is he was 59 when he's got twins. So they're 6 years old now. And he talks about so many times, meeting up with the parents, and most of the parents could be his kids, of his kids. I mean, it's pretty crazy when, guys have children that age. And it's not like he had a previous life where he has grown adult kids, like so many people I know have adult children and then they've remarried and they've had kids, and suddenly, they're of an age where they could be the grandparents of their new kids and stuff. So, but he has a million stories, but just that balladeer storyteller thing is great. He's got just the funniest way of telling stories. There's a lot, just a lot of pauses and stuff. He'll sit there sometimes and he can just turn drinking up, just grabbing the bottle of water, just turns it in almost like for those that would know, like a Jack Benny moment. He's a trip. He's great though. I can't wait for June when we start up again, and it'll be great. And then yesterday was really fun. I spent a little time with Jason Bonham. I've known Jason since he was a kid, and played with him every time I've had a chance to play with him. He's such a great drummer. I mean, boy, I'll tell you, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. When you think of his dad, just being one of the great drummers, in Zeppelin and stuff. And then Jason Boyd carries the torch for that. It's really amazing. So it was great to see him. And I'm going to see if Maureen's finished her breakfast, and I'm going to get back to work out here now. So take good care, everybody. It's nice I'm going to just keep playing Lyle for a while. I love doing it. Plus it keeps it fresh while we're not on the road. So I'm looking forward to that. So take good care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.